Uh, this is AC Starlord, aka Austin, and welcome back to my channel. And this video or this episode is going to be talking about Top Gun Maverick. Now, Top Gun Maverick is a sequel to a long-awaited first movie called Top Gun, which I will also talk about probably later on today, or post it later on today, about my thoughts, my review on that, and thoughts about the first movie and how it's inspirational for our parents' generation and generations above that. I mean, generations after that, and even above that. But this one's about Top Gun Maverick. Now, the backstory is Maverick, Pete Maverick Mitchell was one of the best Top Gun pilots out there with his wingman Goose, and also competing against him was Iceman, Goose, and Maverick didn't like Iceman, but since the loss of Goose, Iceman needed a wingman, so did Maverick, and Maverick teamed up with him to be part of the team, and they, got down the mission. But basically, Top Gun Maverick takes 30 years after the death of Goose, and him watching over his son and making sure his son's okay. Also, make sure his wife's okay before she died. But also, him doing his solo career besides doing Top Gun. I guess after that he became a teacher and all that stuff, and he's doing a solo career by testing planes for the Navy. And then once he got in trouble for testing planes in the Navy because Maverick plays by his own rules, he went back to Top Gun. He got shipped back to Top Gun, and he had to train and teach. Because the guy who played Mr. Fantastic and Fan Four Stick, also in War Dogs with Jonah Hill, he had to train that guy, but that was Goose's son, aka his call sign was Rooster, and you meet Hangman, another guy named Bob, which is not his name, but his call sign, Coyote, Phoenix, and those are the group that Rooster is a part of, and they don't know that they were finally meeting their destruction and their teacher and their trainer for the first day at a bar where Maverick meets his love interest Penny, and then that's where they started at a bar. Of course, that's a throwback to the original where Maverick meets his love interest in the first movie, but there's a lot of callbacks and throwbacks to this. So basically, Maverick is going to tell him, like, you learned everything in this manual. I'm going to teach you stuff that's not in this manual because your enemy's not going to expect your intuition. And he teaches the intuition, and he also needs to face the ghost of Goose and the sun. Also some ghosts that he didn't know, that some stuff he needed to learn, and also some ghosts that he left in the sky. Maverick teaching these people like Phoenix, Coyote, Bob, Hangman, all that stuff, and then became a tight unit. And when it came down to the mission, of course, Maverick screwed that up again, but Maverick proved his head officer wrong, and he became the leader of the mission. And then, of course, they do the mission, and who comes back to save Maverick? Because, of course, Maverick saved him, was Rooster. And Rooster and Maverick almost get killed 3 or 4 times in the last part of this movie, and it was glorious and amazing. Not the fact that they're dying, but the fights and the dog fights and all that, even the training for the dog fights. He had cameras inside the fire jet planes to make it more realistic. Now, in the first one, they did a little bit of that, but I don't know how much they did it. But in this one is more realistic. You feel everything. You get an emotional with these characters because you're up and personal with them with these cameras inside the fireplane jets, and you're on edge of your seat because of the twists and turns because you actually get to see them, the actors and stuff working the cameras on these in the plane. And it gives you a thrill ride. And again, like I said, there's callbacks to certain things that they've done in the original. Just gonna watch the movie for those callbacks. If you already know what I'm talking about, then you don't have to. The thing I'm wearing right now is from Stranger Things, season 4, Stranger Things, and this is from Stranger Things, season 4, Dustin. But I just wanted to mention that because that's based on the 80s, and yeah, Top Gun Maverick is highly recommend seeing this on Memorial Day. I don't want to ruin too much, but basically that's pretty much it. Summary from the beginning of this, where I told you guys about the first movie, and then pretty much summarizing this. So I highly recommend seeing this movie. If you like One Republic, they have a good song. Don't worry about it in there. Whether we're playing dogfight football, it's in there. And you like, well, if you're a girl, you like hot, muscled out, sweaty guys. There you go. And there's a song for Lady Gaga at the very end for Tom Cruise and his love interest, or Maverick and his love interest, and it has something to do with hands. I know the beginning of the song is hands, but it's a good song from Lady Gaga. You normally don't like her songs. I like her songs a little bit now, but this song for Top Gun Maverick is great. And this movie is also not just about him training new recruits and also getting a relationship back with Bruce's son. It's also about him and where he's been and what he's been doing and all that stuff. So it's a good movie. I highly recommend checking it out. If you like this, hit the like button, subscribe, leave a comment. Let me know if you've seen let me know if you're gonna see this movie, or even rewatch the first one for Memorial Day. But yes, this is the end of the video. I'm out like Maverick. I gotta go chase some bad guys in the sky and dogfight them. So see you guys later.